Good morning everyone. Yes, today we are doing the second part of this chapter, that is quadrilaterals. Okay. In this video we will do the properties of a parallelogram. So basically we know all the things about a parallelogram. We already have discussed in the previous video. And once again I will tell, okay, what was it? In parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel means that is if anybody asks you what is the definition or basic concept of parallelogram, so you just have to say one thing, that is parallelogram is a type of quadrilateral in which the both pair of opposite sides are parallel. Both pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. Rest of other things like we are having opposite sides equal, opposite angles are equal, these are all the properties of a parallelogram. Okay, what is the definition of a parallelogram? Definition of parallelogram is opposite sides, both pair of opposite sides are parallel. That's it. Okay, with this concept only we will start. Okay, so properties of parallelogram, we will do some theorems that is given in the chapter. Okay, so we will start with theorem 8.1, that is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So it was given to us that triangle ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, sorry, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given to us. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB. This we have to do. Okay, so we will start in triangle ABD and triangle CDB. Okay, can you see that AB you are saying that AB is parallel to BC. Okay, so if AB is parallel to BC, so can I say BD is acting as a transversal? So see here, can you see that here we are getting a Z? So yes, we are getting a Z, that means the corner angles will be what? Equal. And they will be what? They will be what? They will be alternate interior angles. Why? Because they are making a Z over here. So angle 1 will become equal to angle 2. Why? Reason you can write this is what? Alternate interior angles. Okay. Now come to the next. That is, can you see that here BD is coming common in both the triangles. Okay. So BD is equal to BB. What is the reason? This is the common side. Okay. Now third is, can you again see that it is again making a Z? Why? Because we know that AD is parallel to BC is given to you, and this DB is acting as a transversal. You can see that. Okay, it is a tilted Z. So here we are getting one angle. Okay, that angle is your angle 3 and angle 4, and these are again alternate interior angles. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4. What is the reason? Reason is alternate interior angles. Okay, so now which property is going on? Angle, side, angle. So what you will write? By ASA congruency criteria. ASA congruency criteria. What is happening? Triangle ABD is congruent to, now see here that point you have to see angle. Whenever you are writing, the writing should be important. The correspondence is important. ABD. So here also 3 pieces will come. Now, can you see angle B? Angle B is equal to what? Angle B 1, angle 2. Angle 2, what is coming? The point B is coming. So what name will come over here? In place of B, D will come. In place of D you can see angle 2. And angle 2 is equal to what? Sorry. ABD triangle, we have to keep ABD. So in ABD, what is angle D? Angle D is angle 3, and angle 3 equal to angle 4, that is B point. So point B, and what it will be here? This C. So this naming is very, very important as you are aware about the concept of correspondence. So yes, what it is? So by A as congruency criteria, both the triangles are what? Both the triangles are congruent, and this only we have to prove. Got it? So this we will use in the questions. We don't have to prove it in the questions. We just have to write down the statements over here. What is the statement? Diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Got it, students? Now we will do theorem 8.2. That is also very easy, and actually in that theorem it is just continuous part of 8.1 only. What is there in the theorem? We have to prove that opposite sides are equal in a parallelogram. So what they have given to you? They have given to you that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. What we have to prove? We have to prove that the opposite sides are equal. So what I have to prove? I have to prove AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to BC. So from here on we will do what? The same process you will do as you have done up to theorem 8.1. Now, can I write over here? After this you have to write by simplicity. If you know that both the triangles are congruent, can I say by simplicity this AB is equal to CD and this AD is equal to BC? That is your, okay. The same way, dear, we will do theorem 8.3 also. So we will see the statement of that. What is it? If each pair of opposite, okay, wait a minute. Yes, now see theorem 8.3. What it is saying? If each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal, okay, then it is a parallelogram. So we know that what is the property of a parallelogram? Parallelogram means the opposite what? The opposite sides will be parallel. If it is parallel, then it will be a parallelogram, any quadrilateral. Okay. So they have given only opposite sides equal, and what we have to prove? We have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. So one construction I have done over here, that is I have joined B to D. Okay. Now proof is I have taken both the triangles. Okay. That is triangle ABD and triangle CDB. You can see that since the opposite sides are equal, this one is equal to this one, and BD is coming common. So can I say both triangles are congruent? So the same I will do over here also. I'll write it. What is AB is equal to DC? That is given to us. Okay. AD is equal to BC. That is also given to us. Okay. And this side BD is coming common in both. So BD is equal to BD. What is the reason? Reason is it is the common side. Okay. So now moving to the next. That is if three sides are equal to corresponding three sides. So by SSS congruency criteria, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB. Okay. By CPCT, can I say now here you have to make the angles. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Yes, angle 1 will be equal to angle 2. Okay. And angle 3, this angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. And angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Given equation number 1, equation number 2. Now can you see that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal? So alternate interior angles are equal actually. So we know that property of parallel lines, we know that if lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal. And if alternate interior angles are equal, then lines are parallel. So from equation 1, angle 1 equal to angle 2, since alternate interior angles are from equation 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. That is, since alternate interior angles are equal, if alternate interior angles are equal, then the sides will be parallel. So can I say AD, that is angle 3 and angle 4, you can see in the diagram also, AD is parallel to BC. So this implies both pair of opposite sides are parallel, and we know that if both pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. So quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Hence proved. Yes students, till now we have read up to 8.3 theorem. In the next class or next video, we will try to